The aggregate demand, you reduce consumption of those goods and services. The moment you reduce the consumption of goods and services in a nation, then it means that people will not buy. People will look for alternatives. Kenya, as things are, we consume over 80% of imported goods, ranging from toothpick to eggs, to tissue papers, to motor vehicles, to clothing. Basically, we consume over 80% of imported goods. And I will come there after a few minutes when I talk about absorption and how Mexico managed to get out of, to constrain absorption. So if we talk about the issue of housing, the government has decided to tax employers and employees. They said that they reduced it to 1.5%. What does this have? What is the net result? What are the consequences of the introduction of the 1.5% tax on housing? Number one, the government should never concentrate on private goods. Private goods are goods like housing, construction of houses. They should just create an enabling environment for them, for people to build their own houses. First, houses, lack of houses is never a problem in Kenya. It is not one of the major challenges Kenyans are facing. Kenyans have different challenges ranging from unemployment to matter school fee to high cost of living and others. Number two, the government should focus on public goods like the construction of roads, proper infrastructure. The government should also focus on merit goods. And merit goods are goods like education and health. So private goods should never be concentrated on. What should the government do? The government should create an enabling environment for people to construct their own houses. If there is any land lying fallow, and this land has electricity, this land has water, this land has proper road networks, then the government should ensure that they reduce the cost of land for an individual, for Kenyans, so that they are in a position to purchase land and construct their houses. If they are employed, then these people can start even by constructing mabati houses. Then thereafter, they can graduate into constructing more modern houses. Number two, to solve this issue of housing, the government must be in a position to develop proper infrastructure system in Kenya, develop proper roads, introduce the idea of the electric train. If you bring up the idea of the electric train, then a person in Naivasha can come to Nairobi within 10 minutes, work and go back to Naivasha. People in Kiambu can come to Nairobi within 5 minutes. People in Nakuru, people in Kisumu, people in Kajiado, they can easily come to Nairobi, work and go back.